staying in Three Flags Campground in Rapid City, South Dakota. We've gone from being pretty much the biggest RV in our Custer State Park campground to the smallest RV here. But it's okay, because we like full up campgrounds every once in a while, because we get to recharge, take long showers, we get the AC if we want it. Sleep is really nice when that's going on. And we're close to stores in the area, and we can get some mail. We do already have a Phantom 3 standard drone, but in my mind the reason I wanted to get this was because we just don't get it out enough. There's a lot of times where we're driving along, and I thought, hey, if we can get it out real quick, we'll launch it up and get a shot and then put it right back in and go. It takes me a long time to get that Phantom 3 going. And this drone's a lot easier to fly than the other one I've got, so I'm kind of hoping that maybe Marissa could maybe fly it a little bit too, would be nice. I bought one of these for our GoPro. This is like a 4-foot selfie stick. Would I ever carry a 4-foot selfie stick around Disney? Well, you can't carry a selfie stick around Disney, but would I carry a 4-foot selfie stick around a lot of places? Probably not. But there are times where I could carry this and have our GoPro on it, and I'm hoping it's gonna give us a different kind of angle for some of our shots. So our refrigerator has a mode where it can be on propane or electricity. When we're boondocking, it's gonna use propane. But when I hooked up electricity, it did not swap to electric mode like it needed to. It stayed on propane mode. And so I checked. There's a fuse inside of here that was blown. And so luckily, because we're in Rapid City, I was able to drive into town, get what I need as far as a fuse, and get that fixed. When you're boondocking in remote areas, national parks, things like that, I mean, it could take you an hour to get to an AutoZone or something just to get a fuse. So we love the hydraulic brakes on our Airstream. We love the awning package. We love that this can hold almost 3,000 pounds of cargo. Finally got a chance to buy the batteries needed to make this work, and this may be one of my favorite parts of this Airstream. Hello, hey! Yeah. You care if I come in?
Yeah.
And so today, this isn't really by choice, but there are no sites available here tonight. We need to stay one more night because Marissa's sister's coming in today. Right, Hensley? Who's coming to see us today?
The Kinsey.
The Kinsey. So there's no more sites with hookups here, but what you'll find out if you're at a campground and you really just don't want to change campgrounds, or maybe there's nowhere else to go, you can just say, hey, do you have a flat piece of land we could park on? And they do here. They're charging us 25 bucks to do that, but you know, we got access to the bathhouse, high-speed Wi-Fi, which is not high-speed, and we got access to a dump station on the way out. And so that's kind of our issue, is we need somewhere to leave our trailer while we take our van to show her sister a few things later today. And we don't really feel comfortable leaving our trailer at Cabela's or Walmart. I don't know exactly what the rules are. I know etiquette kind of varies on some things, but for us to leave our trailer without us there just didn't feel right to do etiquette-wise. And I don't know, you know, safety-wise, I don't know that's a great idea either.
I'm excited, Hensley's excited. Mackenzie is, she's in nursing school and she graduates in December, so she's coming out here while she's on her break and then going back to school. So since she's a college student, she decided to take the Greyhound to save money instead of fly. So this is her second day of traveling. Like, she left yesterday morning out of Nashville and she's supposed to arrive in Rapid City tonight. So I'm sure that was a long haul for her, but she'll be excited to get here as well.
And Marissa has worn out the full hookups.
Yes. Hey, this is my recharge. We had 2 days of hookups. We got AC. I took a long hot shower. It was so nice.
Multiple showers.
Multiple. Well, we've been here multiple days. That's how it's supposed to be, right? You're supposed to take a shower a day.
Oh yeah. If you lay down and film, is that better to do it that way? Is that the secret? You ready to get this thing moved?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this thing moved.
Has a lot of history. A lot of gold was discovered here, and it kind of brought this town out and made it booming, and then gambling and casinos kind of took over the area, and still to this day, I mean, this is a really cool place to visit, and it's just a very cute little town.
I love places like this. This is great.
The history.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like history stuff. So Wild Bill was a folk hero of the Wild Wild West, known as being like a frontiersman, a gunfighter, an actor, just all kinds of things.
He died with aces and eights, but Wild Bill Hickok is remembered for much more than the dead man's hand. He said he killed no less than 100 men, and his reputation as a lawman would frighten even the most fearless of desperados.
Yeah, so this whole street is not even the original street for Deadwood. What he says, like 10 or 15 feet below this,
and
something
that's
like
where
that?
they took us down, and it was where the original street level was.
When you're walking into all these things on the main street here, you're not actually walking into where they exactly were, because everything was below that. But some of the places like this took the time to keep what was down there, which is pretty cool. Just set up as a bar. So you saw like where he was, I guess?
They think that it was like against that back wall, that his back was turned. So where we walked down, we would have seen his back of where it happened. The guy that shot him was a young guy. He walked away from his first trial, found innocent, even though, I mean, you would think if somebody walked in and...
You'd think there'd be some witnesses. Yeah, there's a lot of history here, and you'll see movies and TV shows and all kinds of stuff based on this area.
So right up the street from Main Street is the Adams House Museum. So you can purchase a 45-minute tour and you walk through the house and they talk about the architecture. And what's really cool about this is the lady that the Adams family, that the lady that owned it last, she just like locked up the doors and left. They said there were still like cookies in the cookie jar and like everything was just left, like medicine in the medicine cabinet. So it's just, if you want to see a house that's preserved the way it was in the late 1800s, I mean, this would be really cool to check out.
Yeah, just tough for us because it's 45 minutes. It's Hensley's nap time, and there's no cameras allowed. So.
And you can't touch anything.
Yeah, so it's yeah, we're like,
it might not be for us right now.
But if you're into that and you want to check it out, seeing something really preserved, there's not a whole lot of stuff like this around.
And she said that it had some awesome amenities for its time, like hot and cold running water, just really cool things that nobody else really had at the time.
We're trying to decide from the Adams house, you can walk to the cemetery or you can drive to the cemetery. But this is what the walk looks like. It's pretty much straight up this hill. So we're just seeing how long it's going to take. According to Google, which is usually not accurate, we seem to be slower than that. 0.2 miles?
0.2 8-minute walk.
Let's do it.
We need the exercise. Oh wow, yeah. Here we go.
And we will let you know whether or not this is a good idea. 7.5 minutes to go.
Get to have dessert later.
We were gonna do that anyways, but yeah.
Probably.
Go faster.
These pedestrians.
Mommy's working it, isn't she, Hensley? Working it.
Yeah.
I'll be working. Working it. You know, working it.
Yeah, you're not kidding, you will.
Wow, she's running it.
I run again.
You want me to run?
Again. Run again, Mommy.
Alright. Support your daughter.
She is my trainer.
There it is. We were wondering if there's parking spots or not, but it looks like there's a couple. So Wild Bill Hickok's buried in the cemetery. So it says Custer was lonely without him. Not totally sure what that means, but I did want to show that. You guys can put in the comments. I'm sure somebody knows what that means. I'm not sure if it's General George Custer or the city of Custer. And then his sweetheart, Calamity Jane, is also buried here as well.
Her dying wish was to be buried next to him.
So now we're walking up to see the gravesite of Seth Bullock. So Seth Bullock is one of Deadwood's most notable citizens. He was Deadwood's first sheriff. He was a friend of Theodore Roosevelt. He was a member of the Black Hills Rough Riders in the Spanish-American War. He was a mining promoter. He was a mine owner. And he was just a lifelong promoter of Deadwood and just made a huge impact for the city. Can you take her, babe?
Do you want Daddy to carry you? No.
The Seth guy was a pretty good guy, huh?
Obviously.
His site is nowhere near the other sites.
Well, yeah, he's got a pretty fancy location. So Seth Bullock was a really good friend of Theodore Roosevelt. And after Theodore Roosevelt passed away, he had the Friendship Monument built in honor of him. And this gravesite actually overlooks the Friendship Monument. Which
So we think that's it over here.
I've seen pictures.
Not quite Mount Rushmore, but still another example of a great man doing great things and being honored in a great way. It's just a common theme we see on the road that makes us want to do as much as we can with our life.
Walk back down.
It only took her 2 days to get here.
I'm here. Have to go too?
She's coming with you.
Excited.
She's coming with you.
Welcome to South Dakota.
Gonna need that blanket.
I need that blanket.
Do you want Kinsey to come to your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already got a list of activities planned for you guys.
Is this a long list?
It is. Glad you're here for a while.
This is your blanket. I'm going to my bed. And tell me
You're taking a bath with her, you're sleeping
Oh yeah,
with
she
her.
wants you to take a bath.
Take it
You've
back.
seen our tub, I'm sure you have.
I think when y'all were cleaning it, I tried to stand up in it and it didn't go well. So,
Well, we're gonna head to Mount Rushmore so you can see it.
oh, okay.
if you're not too tired.
Yeah.
easy fan.
I'm gonna try again to get that ice cream at Mount Rushmore though. It's historical. It's a must. Last time the line was too long, so maybe this time it won't be as bad.
What?
It is historical. The recipe is historical.
Yeah, I bet it is.
All that mountain climbing we did today.
We're gonna get some historical ice cream at Mount Rushmore, and we will catch you guys later. Oh, didn't work.
Touch an image on the lighted panel. Okay. That's why that mom was yelling at that kid. Here we go. You ready?
Look.
That way. Sure.
Sure.
Sure. Okay, we'll go.